Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. Guys playing, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop.
Good afternoon, everybody. I can go early, especially when this isn't a scheduled show typically today. Oh, we got to get this light on. We got to get that camera on. We don't want to miss out on all the magic that I use my hands with on this trackball. But word of mouth, we're back. It's Tuesday afternoon. I hope everyone had a great Memorial Day, enjoyed the holiday. But remember what we were there for, guys. It's not just a day off. It's not just a time for barbecue. Remember those lost. But where are we eating dinner Thursday? I have no idea, Neil. We'll have to come up with that when you guys get... We'll figure it out a little bit. Yeah, so Caesar, the only reason why that could happen is if you were in the lower bracket too. I look, the bracketing is more of a mystery than anyone would like to admit, because before they've made more of an algorithm to it that isn't a simple just calculation with it. But to my knowledge, you'd have to be in that. If you were in a higher bracket, then you would have been in the $10 first place bracket. And that's really all I can see is based off of what we see. You can only tell what bracket you're in by who's in it and by what you get when you finish it. So by years, it would tell me you were in the lower bracket at that point in time. But let's go. I'm going to play out my events today. I got about 2 hours to kill here, and then I'll be on my way. I do have to go play some commercial. I was going to play 2022 once my bar was closed for lunch, and get to the other bar, and it was closed for lunch as well. So we're taking a reverse round of 2005 or 2005 is like what we'd like to say. It's not a very bad setup, but scores have been pretty freaking good. I mean, I think I had two betters back to back that finished in second place. Congrats to Mr. Lemon. But I haven't touched a trackball in a couple days. Yeah, not a couple days. I touched it Monday early to play these out. And then now we're touching it again, so I don't want to lie. Yeah, we're going to need some aces today, I think. We're going to need a whole lot, quite a bit. Oh, whoops, I didn't realize I turned on GoldenTeeTV too, so welcome for you guys coming from over there. Make sure if you haven't subscribed to both channels or either channel, that you guys hop in, subscribe, GoldenTeeTV, and also at the Mouth 411 on YouTube, or you can go to gt.live /themouth. Hey, Mike, how you doing, sir? Now, I'm not playing a 3-driver bag on this. Not really necessary, and it was more important to have the extra iron, because there are a few par 3s in there. So I'm just using the 300 driver, the 10.5 as always, and then my normal bag down below, 4 iron, 5 iron, 7, 8, 9, G-wedge. All right, let's snap this up there. All right, let's see where we're at on this leaderboard, too. I got to see who's in it, how many people are in it. Absolutely, Caesar. And I got to think that the way that a lot of people who have given their lives in service would not be wanting to do the same thing today with the shit that we're seeing nowadays, man. I had me thinking about that all weekend. We didn't really do much. Really just hung out with me and the wife. But we grilled and stuff and did all the goodies like that ourselves. But, man, there's a certain part of a person when they decide to enlist that they're doing it because they think that you know, that they can make it a better place, and that we need to be a better place. And man, dude, like, it's just senseless, a lot of the shit that's going on. But enough about that. We're gonna play some tea today. I don't like that shot. I don't like that hole at all. I overcut it or undercut it, so I started facing directly at the pin and then barely cutting it, throwing it all the way out. It gives me a lot more room for error by doing it that way. As you can see, it jumped me into first there. 412, that's too long. You're going to get this one to be drivable a lot. The 10.5 will clear the set of trees directly on the line. The 9.5 won't clear the high part, but it will clear the lower part of those trees. So if you're going to go for it, you just got to make sure you can get it there for one, because being short is not good. Being long's a little better, but still not good either. Oh, there we go. Look at this. We got the moisture cooking already. We got it. We don't need no stinking YouTubes yet. Hopefully now I got the AC on. I know you guys might hear a little hum every now and then. I do apologize. Can't do much about that. Richard does a hell of a job compressing it, but it's still annoying to both of us. So if you do hear that little hum, that's just my air conditioner outside of the window here. And trust me, try to quiet it down as much as possible. Very moist, Neil. Correct. What time are you guys riding up here Thursday? Seasons change and I'm cold. We're going to flip thumb that baby style just because I don't want to flip that 9-wood a little far. We know that the distance is off. It shows it's about 10 yards short than what it should be on the overhead meter at least. Now, we've all seen these holes quite a bit, so we shouldn't have any problem attacking them. It's just being consistent with it, and hopefully anything I say today might be able to help you get a little more consistent attacking these. Hey, Damien, how you doing, buddy? It was session, but it was just the sex, though. All right, so this will be drivable quite a bit. It's going to be a C3 with a driver. We were driving it when it wasn't T's available on it, so it's not going to always even be a high T. And in fact, a lot of the times it's better not to high tee it because that ball won't take off on you. Well, there's Lemon again. And yeah, I went out to go play. I was going to play at my bar for lunch and for a couple hours and get there and the sign's up that they're not open till 4 on the weekdays now. Okay. So then I was like, okay, well, I'll take this opportunity to go play at the bar that's got 2022 and their hours are not open for lunch anymore. A little crazy. Read the thing because we did that. All right, 3-wood, 10.5, both clear. 8.5 won't clear that. You can go down the chute if you need to, but it's never going to matter. Adam, it's getting there. Whenever, yeah, I'm going to send those out. I was just waiting on one more round in the round before to catch up. It's been sitting there for a while back behind, and I think we'll send those out tonight. Hey, how you doing, Danny boy? What's going on, buddy? I overcut it. That's all right. No. These are all going to be 2021. We're going to try to get it. I mean, it's going to come close, but fuck me. God damn it. Bad. I mean, me and Jamie Godfrey and I are both waiting in the King of the Hill for the main side still, too. I have no idea what that is, Danny. Now we're going to need to ace another one. Or hole out another one. All right, so this hole's one of the ones with the mini tee boxes on it. It's almost never even worth using a tee on it unless you're high or low teeing it. We're just going to get it all the way out. See if we can get a little lucky. No. Ah, excellent, Danny boy. Love you, buddy. 9.5. The 9-wood will clear this with no high tee. When it's this distance, 6-wood would probably do it too, but we're not going to mess with it. We're just going to high tee the 9, though, for distance purposes. All right, we're going to leave it short. Can't be bad. First game of the day. Hey, Austin, how you doing, bud? Yeah, missed 2 chips so far. That's not me. Especially when they're from bad surfaces. I can make those most of the time. It's the other one. I wish there's one part of holes like this I wish they'd fix. I'm on the rough now. But do we see any difference between the grass there and up until the pool? Because maybe another 5 yards to 10 yards shorter, this is actually grass and then fairway. I wish they'd do something graphically to show that. I don't know why it's not, but I'm not going to ask too much. I'm not feeling too bad, Austin. A little rounder than normal. No, I think you just got the lights. I'm actually pretty slim right now. Oh, you're talking about him. Oh, my bad. I thought you were talking that I was a little rounder than normal. All right, let's play this. Let's thumb it back. In the mood. Ah. All right, so we're going to go straight at this today. I mean, we don't really need to talk through these holes too much. Just hopefully maybe you see a little different approach that I'll hit sometimes on things that you hadn't thought of. These are all pretty direct, though. They're not going to be many tricky ones that you got to have work a shortcut into it. If you would have just not missed a putt and a chip, Mark, or two chips, Mark's in first. Hey, Justin, how you doing, bud? All right, so this one I'm not even going to get it down to the bottom. I'm not going to get it down to the bottom. So if I can get it over the lip of the hill going down, it's either going to be a chush or I have a putt. Not today, though. Everything looked better with a view. So we turned a 30 into a 28, which isn't my best, but we'll get to it. What I don't understand is when did Brandon Robinson convince himself he was good and then start playing that way as well? Big props to him. He's been playing great lately. Oh, fourth place world. He even had the nerve to talk shit to me. I just... Wow, little off. I mean, yeah, I guess the guy plays with Kinsler once in a while and he becomes good. This is one of those optical illusion holes because there's really no tree in front of you that you can't get over with pretty much any club, even though the ones in the background make it look like it's a little bit more to it, but there's really not much to this shot. Uh-oh. All right. Yeah, nothing special here. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty boring setup. Not boring is to say that the holes aren't fun, but boring in the fact that there's not much risk or reward shots on these. I still am of the impression, though, that the 2010, the 2005, the original courses on live are some of the best work he's ever done. Yeah, no, I literally haven't gotten to play them yet. Today, I was going to... Look, my vendor out here is now absolute shit. Right? There, I mean, he's just like non-existent. So... I don't even know if he's updating all of the machines yet, so I'll have to figure that one out here real quick. Yeah. God, we used to have to play some crazy shots on that, like a bounce up 1-iron. Because if you guys didn't know this, the club set that everyone played when it first came out on live was the Ballista set or Apex FTX set. Oh, yeah, I'm with you. I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen out here for me, but I mean, I do have a 2022 now, but it's in a place that no one ever played. Like, no one played there ever. So, and it's kind of a dumpy dive bar, but it's actually really close to my place though. So it's actually kind of nice in that regard. So I'm going to get out there. Not tonight. I was going to go this afternoon after my bar was closed, but they're closed too, like I said. So, it's this until the afternoon and evening, then I'll see you guys out there tonight. I'm hearing that a lot, Greg. But hi, buddy. Yeah, that's why I can't tell when Justin says something if he's being facetious or dead serious. I mean, really, other than the buttons and the touchscreen, I like the machine better. I don't. The blue light doesn't bother me at all. The buttons still, I mean, it's still one of the biggest non-fence. Yeah, I'm feeling good today, bud. Oh, good, good. I'm kind of with you on this. I'm a fan as well. All right, so we're 412. We might not get this on, but we're gonna get this up there close. Well, but the problem is, though, Greg, is that getting used to the buttons doesn't help because half my games are going to be played on a different machine. So it just doesn't. Oh, don't do it. All right, we're okay. Can we even make this? Can we get it out? Yeah, this might go in. We might be able to make this chip. I got scared. It just, especially knowing that we were going to be a transition period where they're going to both be in play, it just seems like a big oversight. And it wasn't an oversight. It was an actual decision made, because we gave them. Those of us that went in and played it said, yeah, we don't like it that way. Yeah, that's exactly what I say, Mark. I think so too. Now, but once again, like, all right, now. No one's played. I'm willing to bet that on Legacy now, when we get 2022, that our 9 woods are going to be the same between the two sets. That would be my guess. Even though they're different right now, and I would suspect that definitely suspect that the 8 wood is the same too, only it wasn't that much off. But I would be willing to bet that they're going to be the same now on 2022 on both Legacy and PGA. So that's going to be one thing that was driving me nuts. Now but then I have to change 10 bags instead of, or 20 bags instead of just 10. There's a lot of little things there that are tough, but it's the way it had to be done. Yes, exactly. That's going to be where I run into it too. And the other thing, I still have yet to heard somebody say, well, the 8 would. The 8 wood always went further than the 9 wood, but it was only like a 5-yard gap or 4-yard gap. So the way I always described it was the 7 wood's numbers and the overheads are right? The 8 wood is like 5 yards off of what it should be, and the 9 wood was like 10 yards off what it should be. It's not a perfect assessment, but it's pretty much the way it is. Hillbilly, get down there. Oh. Yes, you have to drop 10, and for every 10, I have 10 Build-A-Bags on each platform. Now, I don't think I'm going to need any more but 2. But like I said, I haven't played the new courses yet. So hopefully we get them tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, I have a bag set, my Obert set that I could use, so that's fine. Everybody says that. I have an Obert set just because there's a couple, like I always call that a specialty club. Well, if I could come up with a shot that I don't need it on there, I would prefer not to have to use it in my bag. And I got a feeling, because unless you're hitting a low T O-bird, the 8.5 low T is basically an O-bird. So unless you're hitting low T O-bird, you need it. Trust me, I agree. I agree completely, John. I had to do it when they changed the 9 wood the first time, because really having a 9 wood 7 wood on the Legacy Edition right now is a useless proposition. Because that's what I always had going in. Oh. But yeah, if you change my club distances, then I have to rebuy it. Now, here's the other thing though. They also didn't have to give us anything on the PGA. It is a new game. I mean, crap. I'm playing MLB The Show 22 right now, and I still have 10 million stubs on 2021. Okay, well, that's going to be something I got to look at. So they didn't have to do any of that, but being loyal fans of the game, they didn't want to piss anybody off, let's say. But they don't have to be moving these over. The problem is they're expecting people to either play the Legacy or PGA. We don't have the machines available to everyone. It's a touchy subject, man. There's a lot of it in there. The whole point, though, behind my conversation about the ethics with, I forget who it was, Marc Sokol, I believe. No, it wasn't an attack or anything. I don't believe either one of us thought about that either way. I just look at somebody's ethics being determined by how you, I mean, is your intent to screw people over or to gain an advantage over on something? I could, yeah. And I don't find that to be the impression that I get with IT. It's just a balancing act. Like, okay, up in the price on the machines right now, when people had ordered them or tried to order them going up before, yeah, it sucks. I agree. The problem is their cost is going way up. So is it unethical for someone to recoup their costs through pricing? I can't really say that I'd call that unethical, to be perfectly frank with you. Now, if you had a signed contract for purchase of this many machines and yada, 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 and then you cancel that and change the price, that's a whole different story. But whoever, if they did have those, I'm sure they're dealing with those to begin with, but... yeah, that hole always looks way more challenging than it is. Only sell one. Jerome. So most of you guys have gotten to play 22. Are we all agreeing? We all, not being me, but all of you agreeing that the courses are pretty freaking good? That's the overwhelming opinion I've gotten from people. For a good old day. Okay. Uh-oh. We got Jill calling. Well, hi, Jill. Jill? What's up? Streaming. Good story. I love you, babe. We'll see you soon. Bye. Yeah, no, the wife's parents are driving back. They went to the race in Charlotte this weekend, took the RV down. I don't like this setup. I really don't like this one bit. All right, let's cut this. Yeah, the tiered greens are going to make me angry because it doesn't seem like anything's changed with putting. Hey, wake up. You need to make money. But they went and showed up at my wife's work and started all right, cool. Yeah, that I hope to God that the things that Yeah, well, we did watch a little bit of that. That was pretty awesome. But I'm not a race fan at all, Austin. I'm a fan of you winning races. All for that, but not that. It just doesn't do it for me. Not my cup of tea. The only time I won tickets to it, the only time I even thought about the going to the 500. Okay, if they're getting up the tiers, that's a much different proposition. That makes tiered greens interesting to me then, because then the skill of keeping it on the tier, you could still have the skill of making the putt, or at least not getting stroke limited because some stupid design of a hole makes it so that you can't putt up the green. Not all of them. Okay, well, so we're gonna have to learn those real quick. Yeah, I'm with you, Puff. All right, so I can't get her. Kevin's kind of dropping off on me here. But if anybody, when you get your commercial updates, if anybody gets them, Puff, can I give you a link to have you, when you get your stick, just to upload it to? So I'll clean it up and make it for everybody to use. But I don't think they're going to be able to get me a copy early. But Gomez, I thought all of you guys at the lounge hate the PGA machine. I thought that's nobody wants to play it. Hey, Gary, how you doing, sir? So how are you guys even playing the courses? In the end, everyone should agree it's a much better product. The machine is. And even if you're not into any computer parts of it at all, I don't know. I like the feel of the deck. All right. Gotcha, bud. Okay. Yeah, no. And guys, in case you guys were not around from when live went from pedestals to, I mean, went from the cabinets to the pedestals, dude, you should have heard everybody. Everybody was pissed back then. I was hoping for it too, but unfortunately not so yet. I think I'll get them. I bet I get a hard drive sometime in the week after Legacy and Commercial go out, or else they'll authorize me to install the update on the Home Edition. But I'm still waiting on word that the Home Edition is the same update stick as Commercial is this year. I know it wasn't the same. PGA ones would not have worked. You'd probably brick your hard drive with it if you put it into a Legacy machine. Why did I hit that so soft? I want. Yeah, if I keep missing this hole, I'm gonna lose money on these. And if Lemon keeps shooting 2-betters all the time, that's awesome. In case you guys don't know, if you're a Home Edition player and you didn't see that name much in there, from Ladd, Illinois, he's actually really freaking good. I mean, and when I say really freaking good, I'm not talking like, oh, he's a good player. No, historically very great. I want to say for the PEGT tournaments for a while. See, I want to get the different setup here where you kind of have to hit a different shot where it's offset. But let's not high tee this. I'm going to show you what I mean about this hole. So if I leave it shorter, right? Did I get short? No, I'm still past it. But so you hit those bushes and land just in front of it? No, it's awesome, dude. Don't be sorry. I loved it. Puff, you know, I have this thing on my phone that I can choose not to answer a call. I knew it was a drunk dial coming, so we enjoyed it. I just need Kate to sing for us since she got second on American Idol this year. Really, I don't see myself upon the list. So we answer all the Kramer calls because we're just hoping that somebody bursts straight into song right in the middle, right at the start of the call. All right, can we get this down to the bottom? Yeah, I think I cracked on her a little bit too. All right, so we're also not getting this to the bottom, but we're going to hit the C3 to see if it maybe gets a hop off one of the hills. And again, 151. I don't know what it is on the home editions, but I can't get my 158s hardly ever anymore. But that one wasn't getting on anywhere. Yuck. Lemon putting up numbers. Now, I will be killing the stream pretty much right at 4:30, though, so... And I think I'll play my round again in Tim Juhouse's tournament, right, in this stream, too. Depends on how long. I'm glad we only have 10 of these a day that we can play. This should make these a lot more interesting and fill up all of them. I know the last week's event for home, I didn't even... I had games refund, and I didn't even play on Sunday. So this one doesn't seem like that'll be a problem. I think 15 for the home edition is just a little bit too much as of yet. Wow. Fuck, that's not even worth playing this out anymore now. Unless I make the chip. Nope. Pretty much a bogey's going to ruin a round for you here. But I'm the only one, so that means... Ooh, actually, we will play it out. If I'm the only one in this, that means that Lemon's finished his games. I'm pretty sure that means Al's finished his games. Well, and I also realized I think I have one extra home edition update that I'm going to figure out a way to give away tomorrow on stream. Come on, hit the ball. God. All right, no, this one's not going to hang. We're going to let this one go. All right, here we go. Now we're going to put up numbers. We got to get some scores up. But we're burning these out pretty quick, so we'll have these done with plenty of time to play a couple of other invites. I will say, too, I would only play the courses a couple times if I did have 2022 here yet, because invites aren't active on them, so it wouldn't really be any fun. And that actually would probably screw me, too, is if he just gives me the update drive and not a new hard drive, then I would be a little bit out of luck when it came to invites. Hey, Jason, how you doing, sir? I went with bite here because I'm trying to be a little cute. I'll take the points. That's happiness. Been reading books of old. All right. We're just going to go with no spin. I don't think this is going to be in, though. Oh, good for you, Jason. Good for you having a day. Unless you're making money off of tips, otherwise you're good. I don't understand how my cold PlayStation is giving me Eminem songs. I can't imagine those two are in the same categories at all Or, I mean, what, white men? Is that it? Is this the white men category? It must be. Knees. All right, I don't like how the 6-wood cuts on shots like this, so I'll cut the 5 and hit it soft. Down, the whole cloud goes loud. Yeah, but we used to play skip shots up, like a full bounce over the grass onto the green. That, God, I sometimes can't imagine how much better at the game we were back then. I would have to probably say no. I tried my damnedest last year to get to the White Sox game. I'm a Sox fan. And to be quite frank, it's going to be a much harder ticket this year for that because Iowa is really a Cubs farm system spot too. So, I mean, you have the Iowa Cubs out here, so it's a lot of Cubs fans in the area, and I'm not willing to pay that kind of money for it. Yeah, I'll put in on the lottery if that's how they do it again, but it was pretty dirty. It was a scam last year, to be quite frank, because you saw people selling tickets on StubHub before they even released, which I don't understand. They said that all the tickets were given away at a lottery. A couple were given to different vendors, but these were just, you could tell they were just tickets that got out there early, and I have no idea how that is. Now, after watching the game last year, do I regret not paying $600 a ticket? Yeah, I would have done it after seeing it. That last year's Field of Dreams game was one of the best things that happened to baseball in decades, you know? Like, it was that exciting to watch that game. And then to see painfully how many people were leaving the game or not in their seats watching the game the whole time. Yeah, people are bad. Iowa fans of sports suck, to be quite frank. If it's not the Hawkeyes, then they're really useless in rooting. I know Todd Clark and I were looking. Todd Clark was going to be down in the area, and we really wanted to go to it. And then we both backed out. And we were both really pissed watching that game. Yeah, the talent won't be there. But that's the thing, though. Either good luck. I doubt you'll be able to get tickets, anybody. And you're going to be paying. Face value on the tickets last year were $300 a piece, if I remember right. So you can only imagine on how much they were going in the secondary markets. I am looking forward to that Bears Niners though. It sounds like we're gonna have a great time. Especially if we all force Chuck Wagon that we all have to stay at his house. That's it. We force it. We just make it happen. Ugh. All right, middle pin. Bad line. I thought I cut that beautifully, but I hit it left. Oh, wow. Look at that gigantic tee box. So big. That might have been the smallest one I've ever seen. All right, we're going to high tee it. Even though distance-wise I can get it there without, but I need to put spin on it to make sure it gets over it. So if I hit it hard enough to get there with spin, it would have spun off the green. So we're just going to smooth it up and plop it right down by the hole. Wow, backspin might have even made that. Ugh. still nothing here. We're going to knock it away. Okay, we're going to hit this without a high tee just to see if we can catch a bush and kill it where I'm talking about. Now look at first cut. What is that? Why is this first cut? This doesn't make any sense. Does anybody see anything graphically that tells me that this is a different surface? No, it's exactly the same. There's no differences. I've looked through this ahead just so I can tell you, if I'm truthful, that there is no difference. Why is this first cut and 10 feet in front of me is rough? Now, the thing we used to do was the cart path around the pool. The cart path around the pool, and this was one of the. So, back when this course was live, they made a change and dropped we called them the low lofts back then. But the driver, when that came out, it was an extra 10 yards longer. It was a 320 8.5 driver rather than a 310 8.5. They changed that right halfway through qualifying for regionals. And also, the shot on that hole with no high tee was you leave it short and leave it on the path around the pool because it played as fairway. Well, they changed it halfway through the qualifying. Everybody was like, what the fuck? So people that had gotten all their games to qualify ahead of time were in a huge advantage on that hole. And I believe that the qualifying was done like it was your best 10 scores on each course. Maybe 5. It was something like that. I can't quite remember. I might be misremembering in the past. But there were quite a few people that were none too pleased by that. And it also happened right before one of the regionals was actually about to happen too. So some people had no idea it happened. It was kind of interesting. We didn't have the social media as big back then. Memory. So the only way you were finding that out is if you put it to that spot, and then you were like, what the fuck? Why is my club 150 yards short when this is normally on from here? Built this house on memory. I keep seeing the splash screen for the new courses on here thinking that I already have them. I'm like, oh, we can play those. Nope. Yeah. I just can't wait till this whole update thing is behind us and we can start focusing on getting vendors to change over to the new machine. But now our vendors if they update their legacy machines, they're going to not, they're like, oh, I spent $500 on an update. Why would I buy a new machine now? I think the way this is happening is going to end up shooting IT in the foot for PGA machine sales. I know, Puff, I know you're thinking the same way, right? With the machines that you have. Like, why am I going to buy these machines now? I just bought the updates. Like, I'm going to thummy bite this and let it see if it'll trickle at it. I didn't have the line right, though. Yeah, that speed was perfect, too. Crap. I did not like that. I am very happy with the eagle on that hole. That was not my favorite setup I've seen on that. Nothing drivable here yet. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Okay, that's one thing I didn't think of. But I don't know. I really still haven't seen many vendors selling off Golden Tees yet. Chris, who's the vendor there? Is that you're Erickson and Hall? I would think you're in Chicagoland, right? You're either Erickson and Hall or AH, so they're kind of online with it. But I think Kins posted the other day that like they had 100 machines in Illinois of PGAs, and only like 4 of them were updated already. Now, a lot of the vendors got scared with the update after they had a problem with one and didn't do it. Hey, Russ, how you doing, bud? I really feel like this event is just background noise for us to talk through. Oh, you're in Missouri. I thought you were in. For some reason, I thought you were in Chicagoland. My bad. No, no. Whoa, God, I thought I didn't cut that enough. Woo. All right, let's nut this. Now the hole that we had last week, I believe it was either it was Coconut Beach, I believe. The par 5 that we were like, they never ran. Finally, at the end of the week, the last like 3 games, it was drivable. And that was playing all of the events that were played that week. Like I only had a drivable like the last 3 games that I played. Hanging out with Peter Pan. So the randomization of the tee boxes is working. It's just not as random as we would hope. We're not making anything right now. Uh-oh, we would have gotten palindrome points from Jeff Harlow on that. Hey, Jason, we're doing good, bud. Oh, that is really good. I mean, it's one of the things that if vendors are active with their player base, these machines become very successful. It's just like finding the vendors that want to be active with it. They had a famine. Neverland. Music hanging. And Adam and I were talking about that to see how we can get vendors more active. We got some cool ideas, and hopefully we can get those implemented soon. Hint, hint, Adam, if you're watching. If you were watching and not chiming in, though, I'd be a little pissed off at you anyway. So better not say anything if you're watching. Oh, okay. And I'm assuming you guys have a pretty decent player base, too, then. I mean, this is the model for vendors in the past just doesn't work anymore. You have to have a reason to give people to want to be in the bar to play their games. Before, it was like you throw in your coin-operated shit, you go and collect your quarters every 2 weeks, and you're good, and you're happy. This requires a little bit more work on their part. We were on my home sweet home, ever a lost boy. Okay, so this one's a little tougher, but I think we'll just cut a. We're gonna cut a high 10.5 and just murder it. Not a lot of cut. See, not a lot of cut. I overcut it. I got no distance out of it. I can't chip to save my life. For some reason, I've never been able to make chip from that dirt. It just comes off so different than everywhere else in the game. All right, we should be able to get this to where we got a chip or a putt. I'm just trying to see which angle I want coming down. Now we just got to get this to hang out. We can't have it snap. Yeah, cut it too much. Not going to get down the hill. Not going to have anything to make this with. I got to chip this. No, screw it. We're going to put it. Woo! All right. I'm going to call that a one-off. Really, I want to be on the downslope of the hill for that, but it wasn't the upslope part in front of me, so I knew the putt would get there. How they shine for you. Let's get some special shots going here. All right, hold this one out. Come on, make one. Little hot. Fuck. Make my... Well, it's still, I think, the only putt that got shot of the week ever. It was Jackrabbit Hole 11. And it might be hole 12, but it's the par 4 that's got, it's typically 180 to 210, something like that in that range. You go over all the cactuses. Well, my boy Max Manning was playing with me, and he hit a cactus, and it went way to the left. It would go way to the left, and there was a gigantic bunker, a really deep one in front of you, but you were way high in the air. And Max is like, well, this chip sucks. And I go, yeah, you don't have to chip it. I was like, it's like, watch, I bet I can make this putt. And I made the putt, and he replayed it and got a shot of the week for it. So that was cool. I mean, and then you always got Bayou 17. Making the ace with the putt was always kind of fun. And then the water ball on Tropical, the first one you got to cut through the word. Oh, get out of here, buddy. Caesar, tell your mom we love her. And then the other one, Tropical, it was Tropical 5, whatever the first par 4 is that you could water, where you got to hit a CS type shot through the crevice. It's got, well, if you water that, it drops you high up on the fairway. And I made a putt from like 49 yards from up there. Other than that, though, but they're not crazy putts because it's, yeah. It's not crazy putts. It's just understanding why the game does what. Hey, Kev, how you doing? Oh, you're on the early shift, so you just getting to work now, aren't you? Ugh. Look how they shine. All right, all you got to be sure of is to keep this ball left. And then not... The rough makes the second shot a lot harder. Fairway, we're fine. It doesn't really matter. We're going to play a little cut around the outside. Almost blew that. Almost left it short. shine at the sky. All right, we got to get this left. Once they're all out, yes, you are. They are going to be the same. I don't think. Maybe somebody might. I'm not sure if PGA's right this second are in the same contest as Legacies, but once the update hits 2022, they will all be in the same one. So I'm pretty sure the 2022 PGAs are not in the same contest. If I'm stating this right. But once your both machines are 2022, they will be on the same, and that's legal stuff behind it. Why? Because if they do changes on it, you can't be playing prize play with two different sets of conditions. That would be legally, they would say that's not good. Watch things go right out the window. All right, 388. Ooh. All right. Now, is this going to be a shot that I miss having a sandwich on? No. The 2022s are? Because your 2022s are in the same okay. That one I don't understand, because in the past it shouldn't have been, but I know after 2022 they're going to be running the same setups and same courses, yada, yada, yada. So for the near future, I think it's up to 5 years, the Legacy machines will be doing that. Robert, how are you doing, bud? We in the air. What is meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time where... I'm not sure why I high-teed that, but it works. I know it happens to me quite a bit. You set up a shot thinking one thing, and then when you're about to hit the shot, you don't remember what you were thinking, why you did what you did. I'm not going to say it happens a lot, but it happens more than I'd like to admit. Only one thing you should know. I was trying something there. It did not pay off. Oh. I wanted to see if that thumb high tee would get enough backspin even with an outwind there. Oh, shit. I love the people watching during their work days. It's a pleasure to have you, man. That ball looked too promising. All right, so this is the setup that we used to lay it up and put it on the path right here, because the path would be considered fairway back then, or it played as fairway. Now we're just going to try to get it across. I'd like to hit an A1 with a high T10.5 here, but that wind is going to make it almost impossible to hold it left enough. So we're going to just try to get this up there, and hopefully it stays in the first cut where it's still fairway grass. And it did. Oh, did that other tree bush disappear? Yes. So now I'm playing on a fairway with a shot that looks absolutely terrible, but this is fairway. Hillbilly rip it. Yep, you got a hillbilly yet. All right, let's see if my thumbs can man up enough strength there. Oh, I certainly did. Hit 94 my thumbs. That's great. They're back. They're coming back. Like, I feel like my arms are full strength again. In this world, time I wish. All right, this is going to be a C3. We're just going to hope it kicks up right. I whiffed the ball, and it might be good that I did, because it hung way out on me, so that's good. This is actually a better chip than where I was thinking it would be. Yeah, that dirt is just a mindset for me. I'd never play those right. Nothing I'm going to do special here. We're going to knock it up. Go for points or a hole out. I'm kind of regretting. I think I might need to switch my bag to have my 8.5 bag, not my 9.5 bag at this. I think the 8.5 might play that shot a bit easier. And in fact, we are going to switch to the 8.5 bag now. All right, we're going to do it right now. We're going to switch it. Just in case that long shot's there. It gets a better bounce. If I get it in the gully, it bounces right up there. I was really worried about the 10.5 flying this shot. So I took the easy one. I took it up. But how are you doing, John? Events prizes back down. Prizes are, well, they went, this one's only 10 competitor. I'm sorry, this one's 20 competitors. Are you talking about a week long? I don't, if you're going to, the $3 event game is good for home, bad for bar. It's actually not playable at the bar at $3 because then you're paying your bar price as well as the cost of the event. So you're looking at, like, if you're a $5 machine, the event would have been $7 last week, or $7.50 if they're adding the 50 cents in there too. I don't remember if they were, but purposely I didn't find it to be useful even to play then. But if you're talking about is it a weekly event on bar right now, Mr. Pritchard? I haven't looked at it. Another one. I hate high teen and cutting the 6. No, I was planning on being out doing some work and stuff this afternoon. So I got home. And instead of changing or anything, I just ran down here and said I'll stream for you guys. All right, 351. The pin's in the front. Normally, I'd like to hit the 10.5 at this, and we're going to try to get the 10.5 here. I don't know if it's going to. If I miss the 180, it certainly isn't. But the 9.5, I won't be able to hold it on the green. I thought they fixed this crap on the left side of the... There we go. Yeah, I caught that pretty close to a 180. But I got there with pretty much not much resistance on that, so that worked out. We knew it was going to be close on that, though. Come on, drop. All right, let's get this all the way around the corner now. Everybody come hang. There, now we get a thumb shot in. Much easier. Maybe not much easier. Now I'm in between two. Certainly not a thumb shot now. I used to be so much nervous on putts like that because you had to see putt that before. A down 6 breaking 3, you could kind of call that, if it was straight at the hole, you're looking at a down 7 or 8 slope. So that one would have been a rollover for certain up until 21. And then when you have to see putt a putt like that, it's going to make the break effect more, but you can easily over or underplay it. Now you just play your break and putt it. Oh my. That is fucking horrible. Wow. And it's dirt. I suck at chipping from dirt. Woo! How lucky can you get? That's good. I'm happy. 442. Nope. Not getting it on. So we're going to just leave it over here. Could I go across the fairway? Maybe. There's no sense putting any risk into it. So we're still going to put this up as far as we can on this. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Now I'm waiting. Oh, we have the 10.5. All right, we're going to go 10.5. We got to hit this solid, though. We're going to play a little cut on it, too. Come on, that should have gotten... Okay, so it's the same as this. Yeah, they dropped the... So it's just like playing prize play almost with less competitors. Yeah, see that when they make the event have it be such an entry cost to get in. I can't figure it out either, but it's clearly not random. If it was random, those of you who play two machines ever, I still remember, unless it's gotten much different, and I actually played two machines the last two times I went out and played commercial. That before, like, you get almost the exact same setup on both machines. So it can't be totally random. It seems like it's like random by groups. So, John, you could be very well right with that. All right, you're gonna put a sign right in front of me. It don't matter. We're out of the way of it. We're gonna get it up there this time. I mean, it was also nice before when I played two machines and the hole and win. I knew I'd have a better on holes that you shouldn't be trying the hole and win because the setups could be shut down for. You could kind of assume, like, if it was there on one machine, it was going to be there on the other game, so you could take that risk. It wasn't always, but your likelihood was really high with that. That's what I get for changing the mind on how my shot's going to play after I place the tee. In my own device. With nothing to show. Oh, wow. I haven't had a 31 set. Is that there? We're going to try to get it down the slope. And actually, even if I stay up top, I'm going to hit an A1 here. Because it's going to line the wind up for me. So even if I am still up top, I think I'll have a chush at this. Yeah, that wind's pretty straight. 79. That's not a chush. That's too far. I'm with you, John. Every time I haven't seen a setup that was any bit near where it can be lately. I just lipped out a chush from that far away. Fuck. Oh, that was a 31 if I could have gotten that. God damn it. Hey, Jay, how you doing, buddy? That sucked. That shush. I couldn't hit it. If I hit that thing 40, that doesn't get there, but 44 goes too far. And this goes into what I was talking to you guys about the yards per miles per hour are dramatically larger in the lower speeds, right? So it's like from between 80 and 81 is 3.5 yards per mile per hour. But if I'm at 140 to 141, it's like 0.7 kind of thing like that. So it's not a direct linear representation between the two. It's more of a parabolic curve on it. Not parabolic, that's the other way. What is that, a sine curve? I forget. I tried to sound smart just then and I totally blew it. God damn it, I hate when I fuck up my smartness. I wonder if the backspin caused that to lip out. If I would have bitten it, would it have gone? But that was me going, I chush at 35, right? So that one, if you notice, I didn't even do my tap, tap, tappy. I went one tap and then I snapped down on it just because it's the way I can keep it straight with going with higher speeds. But I have no real control on going 42 or 45. It's just I'm praying that I hit it straight and that the hole stops it. How am I gonna be an optimist about this if I turn my eye? Nothing changed at all. All right, make this. So when you're thumbing in shots or doing no pullback on a hole like that, you notice you get a little less backspin. No matter what, if you pull back and hit it the same speed as if you hit it with no pullback. I haven't tested this, but I would have to guarantee that your distances, I mean, the snap that you get with a pullback 100-mile-per-hour shot is different than a snap thumb with a 100-mile-per-hour shot or with no pullback. Now that I say it, it doesn't sound like I'm right, but I feel like it's right. It's something I kind of would love to figure out, but it's not something that would be easy to figure out. Hey, Rick. Oh, God, I murdered that. I did not mean to hit that hard. Whoops. But that hole, I'm okay with it. I mean, if I'm going to make a mistake, it's that hole's going to be the one that's going to happen. And we're going to get a free stroke on this, too, because this is going to be perfect. This distance is just delicious right now. Like, I'm going dead hole hoping to make this. I mean, that distance was perfect, though. I mean, there was nothing there that was going to make you miss that. You weren't going to be short. Even if I hit that 135, I would have gotten up. And I maxed it out like I did, I wasn't going long. So that's the distance you want for a shot like that. Paradise. I low-teed that. Paradise every time I close my eyes. Yeah, we're going to get this. Wait a minute. Why did it change my clubs? This is the... Okay. I did switch to the 8.5 driver last game, right? Why did it now switch me to my clubs with the 9.5 driver? I mean, from what I've been told from John is that what you do in game overrides your default club. Has anybody seen something that in any of the notes that he's made on fixes or anything that he's changed that? This is a discussion I had because there's no way that anything in game should overdo what I do in the app with a pin or a fingerprint to do it, right? I would think. So I'm going to go in the app right now. Okay, so I'm going in the app. We'll put it up here. We're going to go in the app and change my default club. Oh, look at that pretty app. So we'll go equipment. All right. 9.5 basic, right? That's my default. So we want to change this to 8.5 basic. and set as default. Okay, so that's updated. My default bag now shows my 8.5 basic. Oh. Perfect. Let's see what happens the next game when we start, because that doesn't make sense if it's not going to be that. Paradise. Luckily, it's not one of the things that's really going to screw you too bad on this. Oh, it absolutely is, but speed, miles per hour, definitely determines how hard of a snap you're going to get. If you fluff a bite shot at 80 or I thumb a bite shot at 100, the one at 100 will come back. The one that I fluffed at 80 will release when it hits. It won't back up at all. And in that regard, it kind of harkens back to old Golden Tee before the spin button was there. Like, the speed fully was the RPMs that you were getting was the thing that determined how much spin you were getting. And plus, if you had a pullback on it, you definitely got more spin back then. So I have to assume that that's the case still, even though we have a button on top of it. Because really, I don't think the swing has even changed at all. The code didn't change at all from that point in time. They've had limits to it and things that they don't know what they did to it. From my understanding, the gentleman I worked with when we were working on the 120 glitch he's like, look, there's a whole mess of shit in here that I don't even know what half these limits are for. And I was like, okay, so we'll have to not even think about those. Do to me. When me inside you, the drug, you kill me. Yeah, like with how I'm hitting this, I'm not going to hit it maxed out, so I'm probably going to get only a little bit of spin out of it. Which is what I want. I don't want a lot. It gave me a little bit more than I thought, but I also hit it a little bit harder than I needed to, than I thought I was going to. And I'm glad that I did. That wouldn't matter. If I didn't release it, that ball would have just gone straight right and not forward at all. So the release was right in my mind. Hi, Chad. So, Chad, I just went over to... I went to Stadium. I went to Stadium because I was going to play at lunch today. Their hours are now closed for lunch. Like, they don't open until 3:30. So I was like, fuck it, I'll go to Miguel's and go try the new courses. They're closed too. When the first time I played PGA was at this time of day too. So I don't know I don't know if their hours are different too now. Well, my big dick envy of you, John, it doesn't affect my spin. All right, let's see if I can man up my thumbs on this. And I aimed that left. I don't know why I did that. I saw my fingers aiming that way, and I did it anyway. That was stupid. So, we're getting up forward 89 feet. Now, if this was a short putt, I wouldn't do this, but let's take a look and see. So, it's still up forward when I'm left one, but it's going to be right one when I'm right one. So, that tells us that there is a little break going right to left to right. And it will come into play on a putt like this because it's with how dynamic the putting is now. This ball barely gets to the hole if it gets to the hole. And of course, oh no, it broke at the end, but it got to the hole pretty solidly. That was horrible though. I needed to make that to come back on this game. Okay, I did not know that. So we really just got to get this down the slope. It's not going to be as easy now that I don't have the 8.5. But we're going to go with the A1 because I think it's going to give us a better line coming in. Okay, now I'm on a downslope. Ooh, 24 yards. I'm shushing this now. 24 yards and only a little bit of downslope between me and the green. This ball might just ride the slope down rather than jump, but a shush will not. So we're just going to shush it in. Wow, two pars in that round. That was a 31 if I don't blow it. All right, we're going to go clean round here. So clean 31 at very least. But Chad, what'd you think of the new courses then? Wow, I could have thumbed that. Oh, I thought that was going to need a little bit more sauce than my thumbs had. Still came back about the same because I hit it the same speed as last time. All right, we're sticking this. So I'm going to go from here, high T to 5. Yeah, well, it should be. That's the other thing. Chad, I have no idea with our vendor, with ECS, if they are doing any updates whatsoever. And I got the 8.5 this time. Well, hopefully tomorrow's that day. So even if, as long as they ordered the updates, I'll have an update stick. I'll make one by tomorrow for commercial, and I will go make sure we update Stadium. All I need... Oh, shit. All I need is just to make sure that I have a stick available. But they would have had to pay for it, though. So if they haven't paid for it, it's going to tell me the update's not valid, and I don't even know who to reach out to tell them to go buy some fucking updates, but... All right, I don't want to hide to those. Yeah, I'm sure she would. I could just... I mean, it was talked about. I could probably ask Jordan just to have my own set of keys if I wanted to go play at weird times. But they don't have any idea, Chad. I've got Camden's numbers, and I mean, they've kind of basically lost touch. But none of the people you'll get on the number. Well, so I think the update this year was bigger, but last year's it was only... Hang on, I'll tell you 1 second. All right, so... Oh, come on, what the hell? Last year's was 23 gig. No, what's in Swisher? It was 23 gigs, so it's probably going to be very similar to that, but it's a 32 gigabyte stick, I think. The PGA one might have been different. Oh, about his bar and Swisher. Who's his? Chet's? Or Larry's? No, I had no idea. Jordan, okay, gotcha. Now I get it. Oh, fuck me. Come on! Whoa, I did not know that. It really doesn't seem like any of his bars are doing very well right now. Because I'm a little unsteady. Oh, jeez. I don't like this setup. We're going to cut that. We're going to try to make it though with the 6. Oh, when they move, yeah. I very well could be. Yeah, I mean, I've only seen him like once or twice ever inside of Stadium. I mean, look, I really miss Union Station. I really do. That location was just perfect for Golden Tee. Yeah, I can't. What? Huh? I don't remember. Oh, what happened with Union? Oh, it started the pandemic. They told the person that worked for Camden said to Union that they were getting robbed and talked him into switching vendors that he started working for. Yeah, I can't make that chip. I don't know why. From that dirt, it cuts funny as hell from there. Not good. Oh, all right. Let's see if we can get. Are we gonna get a Trish on this one? Let's see if we can get this far enough. All right, how far is it? 60. I can't putt that. I would like to putt this if I could, but it's not a putt. So I really, there's no reason that one rolled over. That one should not have rolled over. I think I got one more event to go. Then I'm gonna knock out my Tim Juhas course on Monty. No, that was it. Okay, good. So now I can go back to invites. We'll knock out whatever ones I have here. Like I said, I got to get out of here right around 4:30. The 4:30 is the latest I can end the stream. Well, we'll play Jackrabbit, and then I'll play the... That's a pretty sick game. 30 on this course is sick. It's probably in this invite, is my guess. I'm just gonna I'm willing to guess that Suchek 30 does. Shush speeds. John, mine is a full-on estimation at 20%. At 40 miles per hour, it's 20%. I'm down a bit shorter than that. And then the different surfaces, I haven't made any calculations on them. All I do is just adjust based off of the surface that I'm on. And really the other thing is the height change is a huge part of it too. Going uphill kills all your distance with your shush. Yeah, but see, for me, I'm just saying I'm taking 20% and then moving up one club from that is really all I'm doing when I'm shushing. That one I knew I had to get a little bit more because when you're hitting the 8.5 driver on a shush, it does slow down a lot faster because it's on the green for a lot longer. So like it will die very fast at 35 miles per hour. That one I hit a little harder, but that looked too damn good not to go in. I'm the one for a good time, girl, and come on and up. I push it down. So I don't need to break down speeds any more than that. Hi, Sean O'Brien. How you doing, buddy? Tomorrow doesn't exist. Oh, I like a bird in the sky. All right, time for some hole outs. Let's get the holies going. I needed bite. I knew it. Fuck. Ugh. Yeah, I am too, man. I need to get out. I'm possibly having to bail on the Wisconsin thing this weekend. I just got a lot of shit going on that I gotta make sure I got money to pay for right now. All right, we're gonna baby cut the 10.5 high tee. I wanted green on a fly there, but we'll take a putt. No matter what, I'm happy with the putt here. Yeah, we need it. I don't want to shoot like a 29 here and get beat by Sunny X30. So we might be saving the hole outs. Oh my God. Why lay off of that? Just never lay off of that. Just hit the fucking ball, Mark. And we got lucky. We are so lucky. Very, very good luck here. Oh, except, you know, that comes out really clean out of that. Okay. Whew. That was an ugly misstep, but almost cost us. This is the hole I was talking about. So if you see, the ball hit a cactus and he was up where my marker is over here, and I made the putt from over that. Wow. Oh, and it's because there's not. I got Chad Steiner that I'm messing with to be the best in town. The 2 decades worth of games gives me that. off for the night. Jeremiah's not playing much right now. I haven't seen Chad Fisher, Iowa, in a while. You got Rick and those other guys, but they're not in my town. So really, it's me and Chad. Why not? Let's do it. I fucking switched clubs. What the fuck? I switched to the 10.5. I know I did. I swear. Am I imagining things, or did I switch clubs? That's all I wanted. I wanted a chip for Double Eagle. Jesus fucking Christ. Gravel is possibly my least favorite surface because it doesn't make sense. Chad, did you guys ever figure out why the bar wasn't open? My guess is they don't have staff, and somebody didn't show up for night, and the daytime person just said, fuck it, I'm not staying. All right, thanks, Rick. So I know I switched. I might have tapped it and moved it back again, but that certainly didn't feel like I did that. What does it matter? I'm just hoping now that Sediak had the 30 in this game. If he's in this game, I don't even know who I'm playing, but I'm going to lose now to whoever I play. I need to hold out 2 times, guaranteed at least. To come back home and then one, and if the sky goes... Yeah, they've been doing... It's really hard for me to get a schedule of when I'm going to go play when the hours change like every time I'm there. Like, this is the first time that the lunches have been open before. I mean, the last time I was there, the Colonel's game was ending and she locked the doors because she didn't want to stay. Not Kelly. Like, to me, like, I've worked in the industry before. I want to be open when I have people in there. I don't want to be open when it's dead. And after Colonel's games, it's not dead. It's pretty busy. Okay, if the kitchen's not running, that would make sense why, I mean, I think I've eaten there 1 time ever. So if the kitchen's not running, that would make sense why they wouldn't be open for lunch. I could. I also miss CRL, man. That was excellent. Going and playing from 10 to 5 or 6 in the morning. All right, we're going to play this invite out, and then I'm going to hit the road. Well, I might have 2 more. Let's win this. I don't know who I'm playing. Let's check it out. All right. Does anybody else hate the app? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, not closed. Let's go to active. Oh, I'm playing James Hickey. And he has finished. So, let's give it an all. Is there any point in going far up? let's see if we can get some crazy bounce off the left wall. Yeah, I loved CRL, honestly. That was perfect, dude. Oh, well, it stayed up there. Deep grass. God damn it, deep grass is so terrible. They do? No, it's not that, though. They kicked out Camden. That's why I quit going. I needed Camden. I'm not, honestly, that's the only vendor that was worth a damn. And I had a relationship with Larry for years. Not sexual. Oof. And honestly, I wouldn't tell another place to take this vendor up. Hole 2? Yeah, absolutely is. That setup that we were on, I would have taken it. I would have had to have a perfect bouncer. The first bounce hit the rock and then kicked forward enough, but it's aceable. Not that setup, probably not. I honestly didn't think I was going to get it on that setup. But as long as you can get the C3 way out and have it have a full bend on it, you have a chance of getting on. No, that was Grape Crush. I think I overplayed that wind. I did. Fuck. Well, no, there is a chance of an Iowa Marcade opening it up down here. I just don't. I can't be like, I would do it in a heartbeat if I was confident that I would play enough to justify it. And I just don't want to put myself in a position where I'm playing 800 to 1,000 games a month. But I mean, with PGA coming, I'm definitely going to need some kind of, well, if we ever get it, I don't know if the main problem I don't want to deal with, the main thing I don't want to deal with is dealing with a vendor, my vendor here, when PGA comes out. I probably won't play commercial at all anymore then, because it's going to be a pain in the ass. I don't trust that I'd ever get my gift cards. I'm okay with that. I hate this hole from that tee box. I've got a feeling I'm up by 2 strokes right now in this game at least. Chris, no, that not direct deposit, but yeah, that is, the feature is being built in as we speak, where the vendor just loads gift cards into the player account. Because now with the PGA app, you can actually just punch in a code on the code that's on the front of the card in the app, and it will load that card directly into your player wallet. They got to do some updating on that as well, too, because you can't tell how you're paying. Like, it doesn't show anywhere except in the app what your vendor balance is, but in the game, you have no idea. But yeah, that's actually happening right now. But see, Chris, I'm actually disappointed in this, because They locked the pricing down for most players, right? Because PGA, it's locked in set pricing. But then they're adding more tools for vendors to beat the set pricing. So it's honestly, it's atrocious in my opinion. So now what's going to happen, and the reason that happened was they had vendors complaining to them saying that, well, other people are undercutting our price, so undercutting our price and taking our players. Okay, so now you can't set the price lower. And for me now, it was okay because, okay, once, I mean, when we went from it set at $5 a game down to set to $3, and then I wasn't playing enough to get gift cards much on top of it, but if I really asked, I could get 50 cents or $1 a game from Larry then. But now I have to be, like, if I'm paying $5 a game, they have to be responsible enough to get me my gift cards. And I just don't trust anybody right now that would do it. I mean, I'm still out $5 or $6 grand from Camden. And it was fine because he would always throw me part of it. That was fine. I didn't care. I didn't need it. I didn't need it right then. And really, the whole thing was he had always asked me never to use too many gift cards so that, that's a double whammy. Use too many gift cards to actually go turn the machine over, meaning like make it be that it's a negative machine. And that happens. That's how the other vendor kicked him out, because we had the machine set at 5 at Union forever. And I would get gift cards. So the first 2 weeks of the month, or the first week or two of the month, the drop would be that the bar actually owed money to Camden for the Golden Tee machine, because they'd be splitting that cost. But then the next 2 weeks, they would have an insanely high one because I would be playing with cash or player account. And that's going to happen more and more. I trust that we're not going to see PGA be locked forever. I think that they unlocked the pricing on that. I love someone. No, they were. I hate this. I knew it. I knew it was gonna fucking do that on a 2-better. Fuck you, game. Well, yeah, because right now the machines you have a range. I don't know what the max is, but the min you can set for prize is $2 a game, and then the $1 for prizes, like what we have them set at Stadium. But on PGA machines, you cannot adjust the price. You can't adjust it. So if you wanna. Rick, I'm telling you, in the long haul, you're incorrect. The PGA machine once you get used to it, it's a much better piece of equipment. It is. More capabilities. It'll run faster. It looks better. Honestly, the feel of the deck is nicer too, even. And I don't know what you mean by payment crap. Yeah. Well, but that's the thing. If you tell your vendor that you guys, that's the problem that I had with IT doing it this way. Because really, there's no way to tell who the vendor is on a machine most places. You ask the bar and they're like, well, I don't really know. Or that kind of shit. It absolutely. I mean, the machine's so much better. Well, Rick, you're going to start seeing that you'll have different game modes that won't be offered between both. It's just, guys, it was a terrible time to be rolling out a new product. Let's just leave it at that. It was. This is probably the worst time they could have asked for. All right, we're going to play one more. And then I got to hit it. No, I mean, people have said that, but here's what I think's happening, right? The deck is flatter, right? Doesn't have as much pitch to it from what I understand. So I don't think you're ever having it jump off the rollers at all anymore. But I don't know for certain yet. I didn't find it to be more exacting by any stretch of the words. Not at all. It was exactly the same. I think your mind is trying, your eyes are trying to tell your mind something different. But the trackball's exactly the same. I mean, exactly the same. Now, if we're saying we're going from... All right. Now, this could be all visual, too, because, I mean, we doubled there's twice as many pixels now, right? If we really think of it that way. So, obviously... I mean, would that make a difference? From what I've asked from my team, no, it shouldn't make a difference at all. Let's just play this rattle. Let's do it. Let's get these guys. I go, you're saying, Emotion. No, not a good shot. But I mean, the code is exactly the same. Everything they're telling me is that the code is exactly the same. Hey, Robbie, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, today's not normally a day I go live, but we did today because I couldn't go out and play at the bar. Unfortunately, you're catching us... Oh, crying out loud. Come on. And then I'm missing shots that I shouldn't. Dude, that was bad luck. Yeah, you just walked in to see me blowing it already. Yeah, that's what I said to people, too, that it's just a brand new ball. But people are saying the ball's better, and I just... Everything I felt when I played it was like, God, this ball sucks. It's brand new. I hate it. Now, somebody did say, they did say the deck angle is slightly different. And the other thing is, okay, this might have something, the ball is closer to the front of the deck too. Or one of them is closer, it's closer now than it is on that one. Something of that nature. The layout is a bit different. Really? Yeah, exactly. Yep. Wow, that was a bad shot. That kept its spin off of that? Okay. Now, if you're missing the straight shot, it's not. That's a lot of the new ball, because if it's a new track ball, remember when even a sphere, when it's put onto points, it's still 1 point. So as those rollers wear in more, you're actually having a larger point of contact, making things to be, you can fine tune and be more accurate with it. That's really what I think most people are seeing. Everybody talks about. All right, I gotta high tee this. I don't want to do this. I hate this shot, but I should have hit a 5-wood. Yeah, I was worried about hitting the hill and shooting straight forward with the 5-wood. But Oh, good. Well, don't adjust. Play the PGA one. Well, I'm gonna get what I mean. I did not have that feedback much, but I mean that also could be a part of why they're saying that they have to disable the like they can't have the two modes going at the same time right now. You got to look for that hidden break, Chris. That's all. Robbie, don't hesitate to ask any questions, though, man. I will get into some topics that you might be like, what the fuck is he talking about? But a lot of it also stems from somebody asking a question that might seem mundane or basic, but don't hesitate to ask, man. No, we're not knocking you at all here. Talks, everybody talk. Yeah, Money Shot's, yeah, Money Shot will come back now. Money Shot will be back very shortly. I hate to say it, Money Shot might be my least favorite mode they've ever made. But I get it. Some people like it. I just despise it. I've always despised it mainly because if you hit the pin, you're basically never going to... Like, it's the antithesis to everything we've been thought of with golf. Like, my goal is to put it in the hole. I don't care how hard or soft it's going into it. I just want it to stay in the hole. And now I have to hit shots that I know aren't making it. It's also why closest to the pin is a game mode that I don't play nearly as much. No, this is only 10, doesn't it? I swear this is only 10. No, it's 20. It shows me 20. It is 20. Yeah, total distance is stupid. But that's gonna have a different game mode at some point. Well, okay, so see, the left breaking putts, there was no... People had problem with left breaking putts, not because of anything to do with anything. It was because of... Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Where is it? I gotta find it. Ah, there it is. But it's because of this. When you're going to the left, you're on the left roller when you're hitting it. When I'm going to the right, there's nothing that I'm hitting into. Yeah, have a good one, Chad. But there, it comes off. Yeah, there's nothing that I'm hitting into going to the right. So you would have to adjust in that regard. That's because of design. That's just how the ball is. But so really, if you're playing the break on those, you just need to know that when you're aiming to the left, you get an easier read to the left. It's more fine-tuned going to the left because you're going directly into that roller. That's really the difference on left and right breaking putts, right there. All right, so we're high teeing. We got to hit the 5. I don't think I'm getting there. That's not getting there with the 6. We're going to hit the 5. Did that almost dunk? No. Yeah, it's your oily hands. It's hand oils, dude. It's the oils on people's hands getting to it. Well, Robbie, the one that I'm pretty sure that they're going to steal my idea at some point in time and do it is a closest to the pin game where it's total distance, where it counts every hole in one counts as a share of the pot, but it's only 5 holes. Exactly. And that's why the spinner shot is such an important shot. Atmosphere. But it's just, and that's just how you're contacting the ball. So if you notice, people that slap at the ball are going to have a hard time getting it to read right, but it will read left fine. But now here's the other part. The ones when they're hitting to the left, they're changing their forward swing speed because they're losing a lot of their power going into that roller. So it's all going to be, when you get down to it, it's all going to be about contact of the ball and how you're hitting the ball. I mean, if you guys notice, I have a real problem with short right breaking chips. And that's because when you try to aim left, it, even on the softer shots, it reads a ton easier going to the left than it does to the right. And that's just, I mean, that, and people think it's IT. No, it has nothing to do, it's the trackball. That's a trackball limitation. The way it is, look, I've tried to come up with some designs that are perfect, right? Me and another friend fucking got all messed up and we got all messed up one night and we tried to actually form a ball with 4 rollers in it so that it would be, and you know what? You're adding more mechanical problems then. Like your resistances that you're getting off of it are way different. Now, the way that you would make this better, that you could really fix this, is based off of that image that we just showed, right? If we were to able to turn the trackball a quarter turn, right? Where you have a roller going from 2 to choose club, 2 to choose club, and then 1 in the back, then everything would be symmetrical and how you're hitting to the left or the right wouldn't change. That would be the perfect thing to do. I mean, no one who's made games that use a trackball have ever done it, though. The coding it would be a total change in code. Because yeah, but now, MS, when I started with the 4th roller, though, I'm telling you, people would hate it. It makes it too stiff to hit, and any imperfections in one of them then would screw up the entire ball. The way it is now for commercial machines, it's better to have least resistance on it. And to be quite frank, the trackball is the most accurate thing. It's pretty much perfect. Unless you have an error in one of the boards, or you got a short somewhere causing it to do some funky shit, or even static discharge can cause that optical reader not to read correctly. That's why I tell people never take off that copper tape, because you might be screwing up. You might not even think it's doing anything, but you'll get a little static bleed in there that's changing that signal coming from the ball. I mean, it's part of the reason why they make them with the copper tape, so it's grounded properly and can bleed off all that any excess energy in there. And mind you, going into 2016 Worlds, I used to take the tape off of everything. And Brad Litz, R.I.P. Brad, we had to take all the trackballs out because they were brand new. Yeah, it would be. It wouldn't be that hard, but Robbie, I started in 2003. Would have been the first time I played. Uh-oh. No, not ready. All right. We got to hit the... Yeah, I got to hit this, and then we got to go. So it's, I mean, I'm at 18, 19 years. We're going to be coming up on my 20. Yeah, we're right there. Yeah, I got out of the Army in 98. I probably played GoldenTeeTV the first time then. Yeah, but still, though, It's, I mean, we know that current and any sort of electricity is going to take the path of least resistance, and now you may be causing the path of least resistance not to come out to the plate that's on there to bleed that shit off, but it could be going down through and then hitting your eye. You know, you're probably pretty safe. And a lot of people are like, well, I'd take it off. Well, you live in a climate that doesn't ever have humidity, so you have no static electricity anywhere. So it's a whole different thing. But guys, I do have to cut it today for now. I had a couple hours to kill, but I do have to hit the road like right now. Shit, what else? Yeah, otherwise we're gonna go live tomorrow night at 8. But I think after this week, I'm gonna talk with Richard. I think I might be changing to like a Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday days. That way I got more time during the week that I can get stuff done at night. But otherwise, I'll look forward to seeing y'all. Robbie, don't hesitate to reach out. Marc Muklewicz on Facebook. Or you can just reach out, look at Word of Mouth page. You'll find it in there. If you have any questions, man, don't hesitate to reach out. And that goes for all of you. But we'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time. Peace! I wanted to kill you guys there. Stop it before I ended, but there we go.